Hi guys, welcome to Real Fan Sports Podcast, episode 2. As you can see, I'm on camera now. You already know, repping the Yankees, New York all day. You guys couldn't see me last time. I apologize for that. But then again, we got our other co-host. We got, again, Jacksonville's finest. He traded in for the Jacksonville hat, for the Miami hat today. We got Julian over here.
Yeah.
Stranger Danger Gabe. Miami Heat. Marlins in the background.
I feel like Gabe's got nothing but like heat attire in his fucking closet.
Every week is gonna be a new shirt.
Man, got all the Miami gear, all these throwbacks, huh?
He's gonna come back. It's like going to like some element, like those elementary school, like not elementary, like those 10 and under fucking jerseys where they have like they copy like old They copy like old NFL or NBA teams. That's what Gabe's gonna pull up. He's gonna be the Ferguson Heat.
What you got next week? Honestly, you were talking about bandwagons last episode. What hat are you gonna wear next week, Julian?
It's gonna be a
Tampa Bay
team next week. Soccer team next week.
Barcelona jersey. I'm gonna wear my Real Madrid at Liverpool.
Man can't even spell Real Madrid, but all right, let's carry on. We're talking about Tampa Bay and Packers. What we got going on with that? Tampa. Notice how I said that. EOM.
Aaron Rodgers got exposed. Either that or Tampa actually finally showed up. I think Tampa showed up. I think that team has been lacking for a while. They're not as good as they should have been for the past first 4 games, but that defense showed out. They got 2 pick sixes against Aaron Rodgers. They put so much pressure on him. But then again, Aaron Rodgers also doesn't have any weapons. I mean, he's out with Alan Lazard. I don't even know the rest of the people.
Starting in fantasy. Guess who I had starting in fantasy?
Gronk.
Your boy Aaron Rodgers. No, your boy Aaron.
Yeah, Gronk too.
4-0. I think we're gonna have a big fucking game. And this man, let's not talk about that. It's just got me nada.
I think going into this game, I kind of was looking forward to this game because big time. We want to see actually Tampa was coming off a bad game, so see how they're gonna respond after a bad week. And we knew Aaron Rodgers, could possibly put up a lot of yards. But Aaron Rodgers, I mean, as far as talent-wise, Tampa is way over-talented. They're way more talented than Green Bay. I think, like we said earlier, Aaron Rodgers he's very limited at his wide receivers. Especially last week, a lot of them were hurt, and they were able to get out a win last week.
And that defense is garbage. That defense is horrible.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't really expect I have Aaron Rodgers in one of my leagues too, so it was a pretty disappointing week for me. But I mean, big ups to Tampa. I mean, Tampa, they put up a defensive. You know what I mean? I think they went early. The Packers went up early in that game. I think they went 10-0 because I don't know if you saw the sports center.
Yeah, it was like 10-3. I was watching that game all the way through, and then Aaron Rodgers threw that pick six, which pretty much started it all, and then Gronk came back. Gronk was revived. They pulled out the defibrillators. Now that man's back. I don't know where he was for a minute.
The man's back.
I was hyped though because in my fantasy team,
he didn't get much playing time.
I went against Aaron Rodgers, and I think he pulled up 3 points or some shit like that. I was like, yo,
bro, it was a rough week for me. I saw the scorecard. I was like, damn, I took an L this week. But then, it all begins with the defense, right? 2 pick six. They already got the offensive firepower with Brady. He's going to do what he does. You know what I mean? So,
well, he finally looked comfortable, I would say. He finally looked like Tom Brady again. I don't know if it's because Gronk was finally getting some play time because didn't Howard get hurt? I think the other tight end. I'm not sure. I think Gronk's now number 2. And then you have Ronald Jones, which I have him on my fantasy team. Dude showed up. They got a serious running game. I'm glad he's starting over Fournette because, fuck Fournette. Double F, so.
The boy, what you talking about?
That dude's garbage. I knew he was garbage. That's why nobody barely picked his ass up. Now he's barely on I mean, I don't know is he hurt or something? Even so, he still was barely playing. I don't know. I mean, Green Bay, I think they'll bounce back. I think Aaron Rodgers had a bad game. I mean, they were on
Look, these
fire.
guys started off 4-0. You're going against Tom Brady. Tom Brady is getting more comfortable in his system. Again, like, you can't doubt the man. They had one bad game. Let's see if he bounces back. That's all I got to say. Because Aaron Rodgers came, terrible season last season. Started off 4-0. Everyone's riding the Rodgers train. Now he one bad game. Let's not go back to what everyone was saying last year. We know what he can do. You know?
Yeah, but that season last year, they did him wrong. That season was not that bad. I mean, granted, it was bad by Aaron Rodgers standards, but like, it wasn't that bad of a season. At the end of the day, they still did really well. The thing is, he has no weapons, yo. He hasn't had anybody since like Jordy Nelson left. Like, realistically, like, they've had a bunch of guys off the street. And like, same thing with running back. Their offensive line has been good, but then I think that his left tackle got hurt halfway through the game. But I mean, I knew that Tampa defense was always good because even last year when they had Jameis, that was the only reason why they went 7-9 that year, because Jameis threw like more picks than touchdowns that year.
Well, no, it was actually tied. Funny stat.
It was a tie?
He threw as many picks as he did touchdowns.
And then he led the league
every time he threw in the end zone, he gave it up right after.
And he led the league in passing yards.
Yeah.
But I still believe in Aaron Rodgers, man. I mean, you know, last year was coming off a down year. You know, I had him for another fantasy last year as well. And maybe he had a couple games that we maybe threw over like 300 yards, but generally his passing was like under 200. So he's having a better year this year. He just had a bad week this week. I still believe in him. I still think he's a top team. I still think they're gonna be playoff contenders. They're gonna go deep. He just had a bad game. I mean, we know Tampa's talented. I mean, that was the hype going in. You know, as far as hype going into the season, we knew Tampa was gonna be. They had a pretty good season last year. Obviously, they had Jameis at quarterback last year, and he threw up a lot of interceptions. So the hype going into this year was Tampa was going to be good, and they played a pretty good team, or I say a pretty good team, a playoff team, and they did well. So I mean, shout out to them. I mean,
sure.
I mean, this is a big game, so I still believe in Aaron Rodgers. I think put up big games. He just had he finally got this game. He got back. Devontae Adams, Scatling, these guys are coming back off an injury, and I saw Devontae Adams had he put up like 60 yards, I think, receiving. So, and next week I don't know who their schedule's looking at, but I still believe in them.
I'm glad you still believe in Aaron Rodgers, because you know who I don't believe in? America's team, the Cowboys, the Cowgirls.
Cowgirls.
The Cowgirls. Yeah, I got that right. All right, cool.
The cow cheerleaders.
Yeah, rodeo queens.
Rodeo queens.
Yeah, might as well be the cheerleaders. Right?
Yo, put them out there. Like Andy Dalton.
Oh God, that game was tragic. You ever watch the game with one eye open?
Yo, I better
watch it, bro.
They should just put one of the cheerleaders at corner. Okay, just put the cheerleader at corner. Fuck it. They'll be more athletic.
Go in the closet, get the eye patch. Like, I can't see this. I can't see.
Bro, but Kyler Murray.
Your boy Zeke, again, fantasy, right? Zeke. What does he do? He fumbles 2 times. All that pressure's on him. His quarterback's out. It just wasn't going for him. You know, everybody's looking at Zeke like, oh, this is your time to shine. You know, we're going to have to run it on the ground. I actually felt bad, like all that pressure. And, you know, for his standards, like he's never fumbled 2 times in one game. That was the first time he's done that.
The thing is, though, I look at him.
Like, worst timing, bro.
I just don't think he's a bell cow. Like, I don't think you can put him in there and then just like, all right, he's not a Derrick Henry. He's not a Christian McCaffrey. Like, he's a complimentary guy. I mean, he's great, but it took them to have those weapons on the outside and that awesome offensive line for him to be good. Like, I think if you put him as the number one guy and they put 8 men on the box on defense, I don't think he's that great to like. He's just not Derrick Henry, and I think that's what they need, but he's just not that. And I mean, honestly, like, Andy Dalton didn't play that bad. I think the receivers dropped a lot of balls. I think they couldn't convert in red zone. And then the defense couldn't stop anybody. I mean, Kyler Murray, that dude is
listen, it was a
fucking fast.
Sparks defense.
Bro,
they had 2 forced fumbles, and they scored on both possessions. So they already started a 14-zip.
Kyler Murray is so goddamn fast. That motherfucker's legs just go. That's all you see. Like it's so funny because he's so short. Like, he's short for NFL standards, but it's so weird watching. It's not like Lamar Jackson where he just looks graceful. It's just Kyler Murray's so fucking small. He looks like I don't even know. He just looks like a Pop Warner kid out there, just fucking playing football.
Dodo bird running through the sand.
Yeah, fucking dodo bird, like an emu.
These iguanas running across the street for their life.
He definitely stepped up this year. I think Kyler Murray's having, a pretty good year. Definitely getting weapons like Hopkins was like a big thing. But if you look at this game, I'm looking at the box score because I was going in and out of the game, so I saw some of the highlights. I saw when Zeke fumbled. I saw the big pass to Kirk. It was like an 80-yard pass. Man got like a bucket over his head. Like just saw that long pass. But a shout out to Kenyon Drake, former Dolphin. I mean, put up 100-some yards. You know what I mean?
No. Fins up.
Do it. No, it's right above his head. It's right above his head. Yeah.
Again, the Cowboys are terrible. I didn't pick them to win. I don't pick them to win anything. They're really bad.
None of us did.
They're in a boo-boo division. Kyler Murray's going to have a great year. Like, he's going to have a better year than he had last year with all the weapons.
Did we all pick Arizona?
I think Arizona was just a better team. I picked Arizona. I remember.
Yeah, we all picked Arizona. Yeah, I was going to say, did we all pick Arizona? I think Kyler Murray, I think the jury's still out on him. Like, he's played mostly well, but then there's been some games, but I think he's going to evolve. He's going to get better. But the dude's fast. I think he probably needs to work on his accuracy a little bit more. I've seen him like just miss guys sometimes. But I mean, overall, he plays decent. Like, he plays pretty well. I think a lot of the stuff that he's messed up on, he can
caliber.
What?
I said playoff caliber.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Man, do you see the Cardinals in the playoffs this year? They squeeze in. They're not winning the division.
Could happen.
I mean, you got Seattle in there. You telling me they're going to beat Seattle? They're not going to beat Seattle. They're not going to.
They're not beating Seattle.
Because I mean, what?
Let me stop there.
And you got the Rams. I don't think they're not going to beat the Rams either.
You know what I mean? If I have Seattle winning that division and probably the Rams sneak, wild card or something else, they're not going to get out of the division. But they're still a pretty good team. I think they're on the up and up. Like their potential.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, because for sure playoffs teams. We got to say New Orleans, Tampa, Green Bay, Seattle, and maybe Los Angeles. You're not even a real fan because they ain't in the NFC, motherfucker. What's wrong with you?
You gotta throw the name in there, bro. Just throwing the name.
NFC chance, the Denver Broncos. This guy watches football.
Speaking it to life, you know what I'm saying? I'm just bringing it to life, bro.
Let's move on to the next thing. I'm tired of talking about these Cowboys. Can we talk about something else other than these gas Cowboys?
We can talk about JoJo's Broncos. Talk about JoJo's Broncos.
Or we can talk about can bounce back.
Can bounce back.
Patriots.
Yo, the Broncos. Yeah. That Broncos. That was an off. I watched the highlights. I didn't have a chance to watch it. God, that game was bad. The Broncos should have not have won that game. Honestly, Drew Lock, I don't think he's that great. I don't think he's the guy. I mean, obviously, like, he probably had the hell. Shit stuck. He probably had the best, like, he was going up against the best corners in the game, for sure, with Stephon Gilmore and the rest of those guys. But it was bad. I mean, that the Broncos should have not have won that. The Patriots lost that game. Cam Newton looked lost out there. He had no weapons. And I don't entirely blame that game on him because it's like, dude, like that the offense is bad in New England. Like, they don't have anybody. I mean, the running backs aren't bad, but like, who is he throwing to, bro? I mean, he's got Edelman, but he needs a real wideout. Edelman's a slot guy. Like, he needs a real wideout. He needs a tight end. Like,
that man is always injured. Edelman, he's great. He's always injured. He's playing through his injuries, and he's just trying to do what he can, to be honest. But yeah, Patriots need weapons, man. I don't know, man. My favorite game seeing Cam play was against the Seahawks, and me and Gabe were watching it together. It was just going back and forth until Cam finally got stopped at the goal line. But he was throwing, bro. He was dealing. He was doing his thing. So,
well, Denver's is not that bad, I will say. Seattle's defense is not as good as Denver's, but still, like, that's a game you got to win. You can't put up 12 points against the Broncos. I mean, did the Broncos even score a touchdown? I think they had, 6 field goals? They had 18 points off fucking field goals. Like, are you serious? Like, I've never seen that shit before.
I got 24 points.
Did you really have that guy? I have never seen a fucking game like that in my life. That dude scored 18 fucking points. If that doesn't say anything about Drew Lock, you need to give up on that motherfucker.
Let's go.
Here's the thing.
McManus, 24.
Is Ripien? Up is some guy named Ripien. I mean, I think Broncos have some talent at wide receiver. You know, they have Font, who their tight end, who's pretty good. I like Sutton. I don't know if he's putting up any a lot of productive numbers, but they have a little bit of talent there.
Judy's not bad
in Denver, but I don't think that.
I mean, we got Judy. Judy's
great. Fast. That guy's
man. Judy cannot catch. He cannot catch.
He can't catch. He can't catch, but he's fast. But he's a hell of a route runner. But the motherfucker cannot catch.
Yo, he needs sticky glove.
Yo, he has sticky gloves, and he still drops that shit.
Man, needs some extra glue things.
They track, bro. You don't have to catch and track, bro. Just run fast. You have to catch the ball.
No, but he's a good route runner, though. I mean, like, he's beating guys. The thing is, he just can't catch. But honestly, Drew Lock ain't throwing balls to him. Like, the dude... Drew Lock's not it. Like, I don't know if the Broncos going to pick up somebody, but the thing is, they look like they're going to win too many games to really get anybody good. Because honestly, the Jaguars, we're fighting with the Jets to tank for Trevor. We're hoping. I'm going to be a Jets fan for the rest of the season.
Zion?
Yeah, for Zion. Yeah, he's switching over.
This man, another bandwagon, bro. What team are we going to end up with? I don't know, bro. Please.
No, I'm rooting for the Jets so the Jags can get number 1 overall so we can get Trevor Lawrence and be set for 15 years. So all I need is the Jets to win one fucking game. What?
I'm gonna buy you a bunch of jerseys for Christmas, so that way everyone gets another jersey.
No, but what is consistent? But what is consistent? It all helps my one team. It all helps my one team. I need the Jets to win something. I need them to win. I need Joe Flacco to go out there.
Look what they just dropped. So,
bro, the Jets are the worst team. They are officially. I can.
We're second or worse. We're the second or worst. But
the Cowboys. They're worse than the Cowboys.
Worse than the Cowboys. Wow.
It's the Jets and then us. It's the Jets and then us. But I'm praying that Joe Flacco can come out and win them a game or two. That's all I want.
Get a game.
That's all I need. Because we're going to go 1-15. I'm calling it. I have no idea.
Oh my God.
They're playing Buffalo, so they're losing that one.
Ooh, good luck.
Damn, we lost Gabe.
Oh, Gabe's gone.
But can we talk about the Dolphins?
Gabe's gone.
We're talking about the. Sorry.
Oh shit.
About the Dolphins. I mean,
fins up. Fins up.
There we go. I don't know. That's ridiculous. I hate that. That's corny as fuck.
Hometown heroes. There's a lot.
Yeah, man. The Dolphins. Actually.
This man Gabe is lagging like crazy.
A pretty.
Gabe, you want me to spot you some Wi-Fi?
There you go. I think you're good now. You're good now. There you go. You're good.
Yo, if you're listening or watching, everybody
stop stealing your neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Just point loud.
Stop stealing your neighbor's Wi-Fi. They're on Netflix right now. Just knock on your wall.
And stop talking about my internet and talking about the Dolphins won this damn week. Coming off a better week, they're coming off a week where they had like an efficient offense, a good defense. I mean, they just putting up points, man. I've never seen this Dolphins. Right? As long as I've been a Dolphins fan, I've never seen like excited for like, oh wow, they're actually putting up points and they're actually stopping people. You know what I mean?
Wait, how do you feel about Fitzmagic finally getting subbed out?
I feel pretty good. Listen, I'm a Tua guy. I was kind of iffy about if we should have drafted him, but obviously they drafted him. Whatever.
He was playing well though. Actually, was playing
Yo, they did him dirty. They did him dirty.
He's doing good. You think they cut him too early? You know why?
For sure.
They didn't want to pay the man. If he
did him
performed
dirty
the rest of the season, they weren't ready to pay him. That's my theory.
No, Fitzpatrick knew that he was going to be benched.
We know, we've seen all of what Fitzpatrick can do. Okay? He's been playing for every damn team. The next team he's going to play for is the Patriots, so he can finish the AFC East circle. All right, we've seen everything he can do. All right, this guy, he's a veteran. Like he's a solid player. I'm not saying he's a superstar, elite player. You know what you're gonna get with Fitzpatrick. So,
and he's old.
And when you go draft a guy like Tua, you take a risk on a guy like Tua, a guy who's coming off an injury. Like I know eventually at some point they're gonna have to put him in the season. I actually wanted him to be in earlier, especially after last week when they played well. I was hoping that he would get a quarter to play. So I was a little bit shocked that they put him in. I think it was like 5. He played short minutes. It was like near the 2-minute end line. But I'm excited, man. Like, listen, you gotta give this kid some speed, okay? Patrick Mahomes, when he played kind of the tail end of the season before he actually got the starting job at the beginning of the year. You see how he grew. So you got to give this guy some game speed. You know what I mean? You put him on tape at the speed that these defenders are coming at him. Put him under the pressure and see what he can do. You know what I mean? Like, you already invested a first round pick in him. We're going to wait 5 years? Like, you have to play him at some point. So see what he can do, you know? Yeah. I think it's a little bit earlier than what I expected, but I'm happy to see it. Like, they're taking a risk. They're going to be playing the Rams. All right, you have the bye week and then coming back playing the Rams. But see what the kid can do, man. Like, if he's healthy enough to be on your roster, and you want to keep him and you invest a first round pick in him, like, let him play. Like, what are people scared of? Like, we know what Fitzpatrick can do. He's a solid guy. Regardless of if he's good or bad, you always have Fitzpatrick, so you always go back to the old thing. You know what I mean? Like, what your young kid can do and see if you can actually, make a run at the AFC East. So the Bills are coming.
So what I'm hearing is next week we're gonna see you in that Tua jersey, right? That's what you're gonna have on your back. You're gonna be like this.
Let me see if it's good enough.
He's gonna come back. You know those like old school goggles?
Waste your money.
Yeah, you remember those like old school goggles that had like the shark fin on it? That man's gonna
waste his money, yeah.
No, but what I hear from Gabe is that he's not trying to make the playoffs this year. That's what I hear. This magic gonna take you deep.
Hey, listen, I don't know what the Patriots are doing. Okay, the Patriots.
Gabe don't want to make the playoffs.
I don't know what's going on with Cam Newton. Listen, they have a chance to make a wild card. I think the Bills are going to come out of the East. They're going to be the top team, I think. The Patriots might give them a run, but the Dolphins, I don't think you're going to get first place, so you got to go for second. So see what you have in this kid. Let him go throw around. If you actually think you can make the playoffs, whatever. You always have Fitzpatrick's always going to be on the bench. So, like, if anything goes bad, Fitzpatrick is there. Like, it's
what I think. You know what I think? Honestly, as we're talking about quarterbacks here, Fitzpatrick ain't the only one who should be on the bench. We got your boy Baker Mayfield.
Oh,
should be out of a starting spot, bro. I don't know, man. This guy, I don't feel like he's performing.
Real quick with Fitzpatrick, I think the only reason why Brian Flores put him out because he knew that magic was gone. He knew he was going to shit the bed next week or the week after. He called it because that's what always happens with Fitzpatrick.
He has another game in him, bro.
Yo, that always happens. That dude, he goes on like a 4-game run and then he's garbage. He's garbage. He can't throw a touchdown and save his life.
That happened last time.
And he's like, all right,
last time.
I'm not gonna test my luck anymore. Fuck it, put him in. So.
They did invest in Tua, so I mean,
Baker
forward. He is the future, so. Hopefully it's not too soon, though.
A Baker.
How about these Browns, though? Like, this was a big game. This was like a show me game.
Yo, I thought that was going to be a good game
that I wanted to watch because I picked the Steelers to come out of this, and I think they're the better team. I think a more complete team in that division. And this was like a show me game. Like, the Browns had to come and show up and show that they're going to compete in their division, but it doesn't look like is going to happen. This is pretty, again, continuation of like last year where they had all the talent in the world, all the talent in the field, people predicting them to be, Super Bowl contenders, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in Cleveland.
Check this.
They were never Super Bowl contenders. As long as you're the Cleveland Browns.
He has failed to surpass 60 yards in 4 of 6 games this season for the Browns. 60 yards. He failed to reach 60 yards in 4 of 6 games. This man's wasting his time, man.
He's gone. He's requested trade.
Questions.
He's in trash ass Cleveland
right now if he's injured or not. Questions if he's playing injured or hurt right now, and he's kind of like this guy. He's not going to say if hurt, or he's like, oh, whatever, I just rehab and just show up. But he's trying to play, this I just show up and just do my job kind of thing. But
talking about Odell or Baker?
Baker.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I'm about to say it now. That was good, man.
And they have really the most talented team. They have a really good team. Like, you have Kareem Hunt and Chubb in the backfield. That's your 1-2. Kareem
Chubb's on IR.
You have Jarvis. You have freaking Landry. Like, you should be fucking
Center the field.
Teams out. Be blowing teams out. And I know, the Steelers. I think they're the best team in that division. They're a really good team, but they didn't like compete. Like, it wasn't even competitive. Like, either Baker Mayfield's hurt and the coach has decided like, hey, we're gonna stick with our guy, or they got to change something because they got too much talent to be losing games like this. You know what I mean? They're not gonna, if they keep playing like this, there's no way they're gonna make it out of the division.
Bro, they got smacked. They got smacked up. They got treated like the Steelers' little bitch. Like it was bad. Baker, they're just wasting his time, bro. I mean, they're just wasting their time. And honestly, I don't even put it all on him. Like, I think it's the coaching too. Like, at the end of the day, that team is too good. Yeah. I mean, the defense isn't bad. You still got a run game, and like Baker can make the throws, but like there's a certain point where it's just like there's something wrong with management, and like they're just not getting together. At the end of the day, they should not. That team is too talented to be losing. What was it, 27-3 or 32-3 or something like that? Or 7?
No, I believe it was
like 38-7.
38-7.
That's just terrible. I mean, don't get me wrong. Pittsburgh is the best defense in the league. But at the end of the day, to be a playoff team, you have to. I mean, dude, the fucking Giants put up a better fight against these guys. Like, that is just embarrassing. And Odell, like, he needs a dip, bro. He needs they need a clean house. They need a clean house. They need to get rid of the GM.
Wasting this man's prime, wasting his talent, wasting his prime years.
Hey, he's getting money, so it's whatever he's saying. But like, he's how many years he got left on his contract? He's got like 2? He's got like 2 at least, right? He signed like a 4 or 5 year deal over there. But
I think it was like 4 or 5 years. But still, like, with that guy, a guy like that, like, he's hungry to win. Like, he doesn't want to waste his time on a boo-boo team because that's why he left the Giants. Like, look how trash the Giants are without a player like.
I mean, the Browns were trash too, but they thought they had something coming together.
Well, they weren't trash. They still had a decent team with Landry. Landry had, good numbers.
Oh,
and just
adding good on paper.
It's coaching. It's coaching. It's all coaching.
It's management and everything. It's the whole organization, bro. They look like the Browns or the Knicks, bro. The Browns or the Knicks, that's it. The whole organization, just throw it away, bro. It doesn't matter who you add. You can't do anything.
That's what I'm saying. You have too many good players to be that bad. You have too many good players. I mean, granted, Baker Mayfield's a hit or miss. But at the end of the day, he was good enough to where they could go to a playoffs at least. And it's just coaching. It's bad coaching. It's bad management. That team will always be bad because they just have a bad owner. I mean, honestly. I mean, obviously, this owner, he can't get anything right. He can't hire the right people. The team is fucking cursed. What have they been? They've been through 29 quarterbacks since 2000. It's insane. 29 starting quarterbacks.
But here's the thing. I mean, I'm looking at the stats now. They're 4-2. They're middle of the pack right now as far as the conference. So they're still. It's not like end of the season. Like, give up on everything. Like, you're still early in the season. We only like a third of the way through. And they didn't show up against a good team. So we seen what they did do against good teams. So now you got to go out and fucking destroy these easy teams. Whatever
teams
is left on their schedule, you got to destroy them.
Put some yards on Baker.
Like, competitive.
Bro,
I want to see some yards, man.
Rodgers to Cleveland next year.
Yeah. they're third in their division, but they're still middle of the pack as far as the conference goes. So, I mean, they're in with Pittsburgh and Baltimore. So, if you're trying to get out of that division, it's going to be a freaking tough, because those are two, Super Bowl caliber teams. So,
oh no, yeah, they're fighting for it.
You got to start winning games. You're still 4-2, so it's not bad. It's not like end of the world Armageddon, but you got to beat good teams, and that's the only way you're going to prove that you deserve to be in the playoffs. So, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers next year, he's going to Cleveland. I'm calling it here. He's going to Cleveland. They're gonna put in Jordan Love. They're gonna
save this right here. We're gonna save this and play this in a year.
Right here, you're gonna see Aaron Rodgers, 4 years, $85 million, guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Book it.
What is it, Charles Barkley?
Book it.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. And you know those guarantees he lost? He lost all of them. Bro. I am not trusting no Julian Jacksonville guarantee.
Book it. Aaron Rodgers is not playing for Green Bay next year. I don't know how many years he has left on his contract, but I do not think he's playing there next year. I don't know where he goes, but he ain't playing there next year.
Bold statement.
Yeah,
it's like saying Jacksonville is going to make the playoffs next year.
Yo, we get Trevor Lawrence, TL.
But I can guarantee I ain't making the playoffs next year.
I don't think next year, but for sure year after.
Just guarantee.
Year after next, if we got Trevor T or Trevor L, whatever, we're going deep for sure. I don't care. I'm calling this season. It's whatever. I'm gonna turn this season into a drinking game. Every time we score a touchdown or get scored on, it's a shot of Tito's.
You'll be taking a lot of shots.
Every time we Minshew throws a pick, I gotta do like 10 push-ups. Like
you can be swole.
No, honestly, Minshew don't throw that many picks. He actually doesn't throw that many picks. The problem is they can't convert on third down.
You gonna grow the mustache like him? Gonna do it?
The handlebar? The thing is, I like him. He's a good guy, but it's not it. I can't do it.
Your mustache not gonna win games, bro.
I can't do it.
It's gonna win you games. It's not gonna.
It doesn't help the ball. It doesn't help the ball. Land perfect.
Yo, Fitzpatrick, his beard ain't helping winning no games. You know,
and then he probably hurts him. They probably sack him. They just grab that hair.
The face pull.
Yo, on the baseball. Enough of this football talk. Yankees gonna be 2020 champs.
Bro, stop talking about it. It's already World Series, bro. Like, damn.
All right, guys. World Series tied.
Let's clap it up
Game of peace. Tampa Bay, LA. Yeah, I got the series going 7. I called it already. I think it's going 7.
I think this series I'm rooting for Tampa. Clap it up for doing the Lord's work. Getting Astros up out of here.
Oh.
Getting the Yankees up out of here.
LA.
Oh, I'm taking a drink to that shit. Taking a drink. Yo,
bro,
Astros.
LA got lucky.
That next year.
LA didn't win that.
I'm forgetting the Braves up out of here.
No, the Braves lost that series. The LA did not win it. LA didn't win it.
3-1.
LA didn't win it. Braves lost it. Bro, you cannot lose a game 15-3 in the NL champs. Like you can't do that. And you're 3-1. The Braves lost it. They're cursed. It's fucking what? God, dude, like 20 seasons.
Yeah, like 17 years.
20. Yeah, it was 17 in a 17 in a year, 17 years in a row. But then, or no, 17 out of 20. But then they've been like God knows how many times and only won it. The Braves choked it. They're going to be back next year. I'm calling it.
Yeah. They got a really good team. They got a really good young team too.
Well, they came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but
their offense.
They've been dominant from the beginning. So
it's the offense.
I think people predicted them to go, to all the way, but super disappointing, super upsetting. Like, it was a big ass upset. Not to say that LA's bad. as bad as just the Braves were expected to go to.
Yeah.
You can't give up 15 runs.
One man, you gotta close the deal, bro.
And you can't give up 15 runs.
Especially a hot team like LA, man, firepower. Yo, those bats, bang. These guys come out swinging. Your boy Bellinger, oh my God.
Yeah.
You gotta put them away. Like, night, bro. When you give them a chance, they had that big game, sparked that fire. It was over, bro.
Well, that's the thing.
Nothing to them.
Atlanta had a good offense, but it's just the pitching just couldn't keep up. I mean, LA's probably got the best bullpen in the league, and what can you do? You can't give up 15 runs in a game. Like, you just can't, and you can't lose 3 in a row. Like, I don't know. What can you do? But on
Tampa, LA.
I think Tampa's taking
the first
it.
Game.
I haven't watched a single game yet,
teams here,
honestly, because I don't really,
very different teams.
I don't really care, so I haven't watched too much of it. But I'm going Tampa because I just don't like LA. Like Clayton Kershaw.
Tampa has a better pitching rotation for sure. Tampa pitching rotation: Glasnow, Snell, Warren. Guys have been killing, man. They've been doing their thing. But again, LA's offense, that's a whole nother story, bro. This guy, Mookie Betts, he's trying to go for a second ring, and he's doing everything. Let's talk about this guy real quick. He's robbing home runs. He's hitting home runs. He's stealing bases. He stole bases, and I don't know if you guys know, but we got free tacos from Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, yeah. I think it's 10/28. 28th is free.
Yo, thank you, Mookie. I appreciate that.
But yeah, man, I think LA, a couple years ago, I was rooting for, I was hoping for like a LA Yankees to get into the World Series. So, I mean, LA, they're kind of, like we said earlier, like we said last week, I think JoJo said it, like they're like the Yankees of the West, right? Because they got all the players, they got all the studs. They've been in the playoffs. They've run deep in the playoffs. Their offense is, I think I like their offense more, but I think I'm rooting for, I hope it goes 7. I'm rooting for Tampa, but I wouldn't be surprised if LA, comes out with a win because they've been in the playoffs. They know what the pressure is.
Yeah, I think it was a weird stat. Like Tampa has the most wins with 1 or 2 run difference or something. They're the king of close games. They keep it close enough with their pitching, and they close it out. Like they'll end up winning. No, they're not going to put up 10 runs, 11 runs. They're going to keep it close with their pitching.
So I saw the first game. I thought the first game was pretty good. Obviously, LA came up, and they played yesterday, and Tampa won. I saw a little bit of that game. I didn't watch all of it, but I think that hopefully for everybody's benefit that it goes long. Like because I think this year has been baseball has been more interesting. Like I said, because more teams got in. So like teams that like the Marlins that would
shorter season, more teams got in.
So teams like
it's definitely more exciting.
It made season's definitely more interesting. And I think I'm more interested in the World Series this year than I was last year. So hopefully it'll go 7 and I think these are 2 really good teams. I think they're gonna put up great pitching, and it's gonna be amazing hitting. So I hope it goes 7. Kind of rooting for Tampa, but like again, I'm not mad if LA wins too.
Like I said, Tampa got that pitching. Snell had 9 Ks, which was
he pitched like 4 innings or something. Like, ridiculous.
Season record for the Rays.
Crazy.
And what a year for Tampa sports! What a year for Tampa sports. Lightning won the Stanley Cup. Then you got Tampa, who might win the World Series. Then Buccaneers look good.
You got the Lakers just won, and now you're gonna have the Dodgers. They're back in it too. So either way,
but the Rams and Chargers aren't a favorite to win the Super Bowl. I mean, granted, I don't know if Tampa Bay Buccaneers can win it. They possibly can, but I don't see the Rams. So it's a good year. I mean, dude. I mean, Tampa sucked for years. I mean, except for the Lightning. The Lightning have always been kind of good, and the Rays have always been like off and on. But if they can get the trifecta, that'd be pretty awesome.
Well, that would be wild, bro.
You imagine?
That would be wild.
And then it's all during COVID too, so it sucks.
That's the thing, bro. You can't count them out.
The thing that sucks is it's COVID, so you can't even do like all the parades and shit. So it's like, damn, dude, that's like the 1 year to do it. It's like
Bro, they don't care. People are gonna be outside anyways. People outside
We
State
decide
Center.
who's gonna win. Like I'm gonna root for Tampa. I got Tampa win the whole thing. Did you pick JoJo? Who you think is gonna win?
This is tough because obviously Yankees lost to Tampa, and I wouldn't mind losing to the winning team. You know what I'm saying? They took out the Astros, did us a favor. You know what I mean? They're still in our division. I didn't like the fact they got first place in the first place. And in LA, they've been, 3 out of the last 5 years? Hope twice with their pitching. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just know it's going to go 7. Now, who I'm rooting for, I'm a root for Tampa. Who I'm expecting to win, I think LA, this is their year, bro. They got Mookie Betts, and it's their time to shine, man.
They got to. How many times have they been in the World Series since they got good? It's been a lot, right?
Yep. Then you acquire a big-time player, and he's doing, he's getting paid to do. He's literally doing everything he can. So
he's out there being a playmaker.
Clayton Kershaw throws a no-hitter on Game 7.
Look at his face.
Hold on. Kershaw in October is Choketober, all right? Because we know what this man does in October baseball.
Yo, he's one of the greatest pitchers ever. He's one of the greatest pitchers ever.
All right, but postseason is entirely different from the regular season.
One of the greatest pitchers ever. One of the greatest
man. Oh my god.
Yo, they were saying the same thing about LeBron. They said he couldn't win.
Oh my god.
Clayton Kershaw's going to you heard it here first. Book it. Like that motherfucker, he's throwing a no-hitter, Game 7.
You're bugging. That's worse than the other guarantee you made. This is worse.
Watch this shit happen. Watch this shit happen.
He's giving up 2-3 home runs.
I listen to sports radio, and a lot of they were talking about how because we were talking about Astros a little earlier, like how a lot of his performances got a lot of his numbers got blown up with him playing the Astros, but now we know that fucking Astros are fucking cheaters. They shouldn't have won or been in those playoffs.
No proof
in the World Series that they won. So
no proof.
That goes to show you what cheating actually does. It's not just pitching. Okay.
No proof.
Whatever. You're fucking up people's records and reputations. So that reputation sticks on Kershaw. But what if the Astros weren't fucking cheaters, or MLB would have found this out earlier? How would history talk about Kershaw?
No proof.
If he was allowed to be good back then,
the whole narrative would be changed, Brian. It's crazy to know what pitches come.
I don't believe it happened. It's a scam. They're
hitting home runs.
They're just after the Astros.
You're done.
No, they didn't like. They didn't like it.
Done, bro.
People hate on winners. It's just how it is. Jojo, you should know best.
The Jacksonville Jaguars, huh?
Jojo, you know how it is. The Yankees cheat too.
Bro, how we go from World Series now? You're throwing these crazy accusations out into the Yankees.
You know why?
Oh my god!
You know why?
Proof?
MLB got no salary cap. Yankees are the most profitable team in the league. They can buy any fucking player they want. They can buy any player they want.
Doesn't matter.
Why does every star player have Yankees in their fucking resume?
Either way, you got
them and the fucking Red Sox.
That's fine, bro. That's fine. That's not cheating.
Jojo, you can name the top 10 best players of the past 20 years, and they all played for the fucking Yankees because they played somewhere else, and the Yankees gave them $100 million to go fucking sit on a bench and eat peanuts. That's what happened. And then they smack a home run here or there. Fucking Roger Clemens, Ichiro, fucking.
All right. Talk about money. I'll give credit to Tampa because they're actually bottom 3.
And they can't sell tickets.
And money.
And they can't sell tickets. Bro, I've seen those Tampa games on TV. They look exactly the same as it does during COVID right now. Actually, no, it looks more populated with the cardboard cutouts. Bro, people do not care about the Rays over there. I mean, maybe
the Rays payroll. They were 28th, 30th, and 30th in the past 3 seasons in payroll, and they're in the World Series.
And half that team
is operating. That's how the Marlins inefficient. Great organization, man. They're doing their thing, bro. Like I said, they're winning these close games. they should. And their pitching is amazing right now.
You better win it now because you know those players are leaving. They're going to LA, they're going to Boston, they're going to New York, and San Francisco.
Facts.
Those 4.
Facts.
Or
They're
Cubs.
Paid.
Or
These
Cubs.
players are going to get paid.
Or Cubs. Fernando Ortiz. What the fuck? Did I say that right? The Padres?
Yeah. Tatis Jr.
Yeah. He's not staying there. 100%. There's no way.
All right, I don't ever want to hear you make no ridiculous accusations on the Yankees again, especially when I'm wearing this jersey. It's not going to happen.
Oh,
right? You can say that outside the show, or you know where I live. So you just pull up.
I don't understand why they don't have a salary cap. Like, I don't get that.
Like, that's the way it's always been, man.
Bullshit.
Anyways, Julian, you want to take us to UFC this week?
All right. The fight of the year, the Super Bowl of the UFC is going on this weekend. We got Justin Gaethje versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. I can never say this motherfucker's name. Nurmagomedov.
Try again.
Nurmagomedov. It is literally, I'm so hyped. It's going to be such a style clash. You have Khabib, which is probably the greatest wrestler to ever be in the UFC, especially MMA wrestler. You have Justin Gaethje, who is an insane striker and is also a very good wrestler and really good at takedowns. The only difference is where he lacks in his game, because Justin Gaethje was a Division I wrestler and was All-American. But the only thing is,
he went to?
Northern Colorado. I literally was just reading this today. I knew he was a collegiate wrestler. I just didn't know exactly where. But the thing is, you have Khabib. This guy, he's from, apparently the wrestling in Dakistan is completely different, which is why obviously this man's so great at wrestling, because it's like the closest thing to like MMA wrestling is what they do over there. And the guy, he's a monster. And I think what hurts Gaethje hasn't really fought a true wrestler. I mean, the thing is with Gaethje, his takedown defense is so good. So when people go after him, he's super like explosive and fast twitch, and he stops them immediately, but then they don't go after it again. The thing with Khabib, he's going to keep on going after him. This is what he does. It's his bread and butter. He's going to do it. And I think what's going to hurt Justin Gaethje, because he's actually talked about how one of the reasons why he doesn't wrestle as much anymore in the MMA level is because the way he wrestles, he's too explosive and too fast that he gets gassed out quick. So that's why over time he's kind of switched to more of a striker role, which honestly, dude, that guy is so explosive. I don't know if you guys watched the Ferguson fight with him and Gaethje. Gaethje and Ferguson. That man's left hook. That guy's left hook is so quick, is so fast. His striking is just so good. Ferguson got his ass whooped. And I think it's going to be a real style clash because you have Khabib, like I said, great wrestler. Just a Gaethje, great takedown defense. But the thing is where Gaethje lacks in is when Gaethje, and this is kind of has to do with the American wrestling, which, you know, me and you, JoJo, we wrestled in high school, that number one thing is do not be on your back. Do not be on your back. And after wrestling for 20 years, though, MMA wrestling, that is a bad thing. You want to be on your back. You do not want to, because all it takes is for somebody to, like some guy who knows jiu-jitsu really well, like Khabib does, put him in a wrist lock, you put him in a rear naked choke. You got to be comfortable on your back. And I think Gaethje is not comfortable on his back. I think naturally he wants to flip over, and Khabib he's just going to exploit that. And I want Gaethje to win. I like him a lot. I think he's a super entertaining fighter. I think Khabib's going to win. The only way Gaethje wins this if somehow he can keep Khabib up and make him strike. But the thing is, Khabib's just not going to do that. And Gaethje's never fought somebody who's a chain wrestler, which just keeps on going after it. And I think
So say with Khabib, does he go for takedowns or does he like to tie up and then make his move from there?
Both. He'll go for a takedown, but he's a world class at jiu-jitsu. He's really good at trips. He's really good at flips. Tosses. It's going to be tough because, like I said, Gaethje's never fought somebody who's going to keep on going after him. And one of the guys I was listening to, a former fighter, he was saying that like the way Gaethje's takedown defense is, it's very, he's going to get drained from it, and Khabib, it's going to be a tough fight, but it's going to be awesome because it's going to be a real style clash, and I really want to see Khabib strike, because that was the one thing Conor McGregor was able to do really well, which Conor McGregor is probably the best, who put up the best fight against Khabib, and yeah, I mean Conor didn't really go down very much, and he was able to put up a good fight against him. I think Gaethje could probably do a better job. It's going to be a close fight, but yeah. It's going to be super entertaining. And even you have Robert Whittaker on the undercard, the co-main event. So that's going to be a good fight. He should win that. But whoever is going to win this one will then fight the winner of possibly McGregor and Dustin Poirier in January, if that ends up happening.
Nice.
Still not confirmed yet.
Hopefully it goes through. Got to see this guy come back, man.
So make a guarantee. Make a Julian guarantee.
A Julian guarantee.
Where am I looking at? All right, what's the Vegas line on this? I might gamble on this. What is this? What's the Vegas round? Somebody pull that up?
Oh, big money, huh?
Some money.
If Khabib loses, you need to retire all your Jacksonville gear. How about that?
Vegas. For sure he's the underdog. Yeah,
he's looking up.
Khabib is a 340 favorite, and Gaethje is plus 270. Not bad odds. Yeah, I'm calling. I think Gaethje's probably going to put up Khabib. His hardest fight ever is going to come down to the final round. They're both going to be gassed. I think Khabib. I think it's going to go to decision. And I think Khabib wins by unanimous decision due to takedowns and points and just overall beating. Because I think Gaethje, he's going to be able to defend him in the early rounds, but in those later rounds, I think he's going to get gassed. And
submission?
No. Maybe.
Decision.
Maybe. But I think it's going to go to decision. And I think Khabib's going to win it, even though I'm going for Justin. I want him to win it because
I'm here, folks. Garrett.
Bro, I'm telling you, watch the highlights and look at against him versus Ferguson. His striking, there's not a single person in the UFC other than probably Israel Adesanya that, I mean, his hands are so goddamn fast. Like, it's insane, especially for somebody with no boxing background until recently. I mean, wrestled his whole life and he still got his left hook is insane. All I gotta say.
All right, well, I guess we got to talk about it next episode. Wrap it up. Great episode, y'all. Again, this was episode 2.
Yo, the picks.
Episode 2.
The picks,
we got it?
The picks.
Yo, you always want to cut me off in the
No, always trying to cut the show early, bro. Always trying to cut the show early.
Yo, listen, man, we got things to do, bro. I'm hungry. I got food here.
This is important.
You know what I mean? You want to talk picks, bro. Trying to talk picks.
Real quick, come on. You can do
it.
All
right, let's go. Yeah, it's not gonna take that long. All right, back to the NFL. All right, first game. New York versus.
We got a game on right now, so let's say. Yeah,
all right, so this is the game right here.
Right now,
what? New York versus Philadelphia. New York Giants. What's the score right now?
Right now,
sorry,
and we're first quarter 7-7.
7-7.
3 minutes left in the first.
Philly's winning that. I'm calling.
3 minutes left in the first. I got Philly. I got Philly.
Everybody got Philly?
This is a boo-boo team. This is trash. This is the same.
I give my guarantee.
All right, cool.
What's next?
Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Awesome game. Great game.
Pittsburgh. Give me Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Fuck Tennessee. Right, I'm going Pittsburgh. I hate Tennessee.
But it's going to be a good game. Hopefully it's a good game. I like Ryan Tannehill. Hopefully he gives them a run for the money.
Please come back. Please come back. Please come back.
Not come back.
We got Tua, dog. We don't need him, dog. We got Tua.
He's out. He escaped. He don't need to be over here.
What do you got, Joe?
2 in 2 weeks.
Who do you have? What? Pittsburgh, Tennessee.
Pittsburgh.
All right. Baltimore, Washington.
Oh. What?
No, my bad. Dallas, Washington.
You're bugging.
You
You already said it. You already said it. You already said it.
Dallas.
You said it with authority.
salty.
You said it with
Book
authority.
it.
Not even blink.
What's the money line on that? I'm going put the house on it.
Oh no.
Washington. I'm going Baltimore.
No.
Baltimore.
No, I got the game wrong. It's Dallas, Washington.
Oh.
Another
Not
trash
going for
game.
no
I'll go with Washington.
NFC East trash
Give me
can.
Washington.
All right.
I want nothing to do with them damn Cowboys. Get the
And I want Washington to win so they don't fuck around with my number 1 overall pick.
Listen, I just hope Zeke has a good game because I got him fantasy, but I don't care if Washington's come out winning or not. I don't give a fuck.
Just got Washington. All right, Buffalo, New York Jets. I got to go for my Jets. I need them to win.
Buffalo.
JoJo's hometown. His hometown of Buffalo.
Jets are Dookie. They're Dookie.
Jets ain't doing shit. Give me Buffalo. Buffalo.
All right, I got
We
Buffalo.
know why Julian wants the Jets to win. Ain't happening.
And you know why JoJo's rooting for Buffalo to win? Because it's his hometown.
Yeah, boy, Josh Allen is going to be balling. He's going to come back to this game. He's going to come back. I never even been a Buff.
It's your hometown, but you're not from... Bro, you're not from Brooklyn. That's the wrong B. The wrong B.
It's too cold up there. Never been up there. It's too cold up there.
From Buffalo.
Brooklyn.
The Bronx. What are you doing? Yeah, I can tell you've never been to Brooklyn.
Yo, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Brooklyn all day, baby.
Carry on. It's in Brooklyn.
Carolina, New Orleans.
Carolina. Gotta go with my boy Drew Brees, man. Everyone's counting him out, but I'm not gonna count him out yet.
Yeah, I think hopefully it's a good game. I think it's a good game to watch. I got the Saints. Slight on
Teddy's going back to New Orleans. So we all got New Orleans. All right, we got to split it up. We all picking the same teams here. All right, Green Bay, Houston.
Green Bay.
A lot of favorites, bro.
Green Bay. Yeah, there's a lot of easy ones. I
have no reason to root for Houston right now. I'm going Green Bay.
Fuck Houston.
Let's be real.
Hey, all going. All right, same team, all Green Bay. All right, here we go. The rematch. Cincinnati, Cleveland.
Yeah.
Ooh. This might be a good game. I'm gonna hope.
Revenge game. Joe Burrow revenge game.
I hope they win the game. I'm gonna go Cleveland.
Hey, listen, I want Cleveland to win, but I think your boy Burrow is gonna bounce back from that first L.
Going Cincy too.
It's all about adjustments.
I think Cleveland's going downhill.
It wasn't even his fault, right? It was the kicker's fault.
No, that was the first game against the
Browns.
No, it was against it was the first game of the year. It was Los Angeles Chargers. No, when they lost to the Browns, they lost by like a touchdown or two. I think it's gonna be an upset. I'm gonna go Cincinnati.
Either way, I think Cincy got it.
I got the Browns, but I don't feel good about it.
Browns are a dumpster fire waiting to happen. All right, another trash can game. Detroit, Atlanta.
Give me Atlanta, dog. They're aired out.
ATL.
All right, same. I think the only reason why Detroit did so well last week is they faced us. All right.
Can't believe I picked the Jaguars last week. Detroit. Terrible. All right, what's next?
All right, this is a good one. Tampa, Oakland.
Tampa.
Damn. The Gruden.
Ooh, finally a good one.
Gruden revenge game?
Is it at Tampa?
You see. That is a good thing.
No, Oakland ball
It is
right now.
at Las Vegas.
At Las
Give me
Vegas.
Give me Vegas.
Yeah, you know what? No.
Traveling team, they're going to get fucked up. They're going to go to Vegas. They're going to get party. Traveling team always going to lose.
Going against the green.
Rob's going to get fucked up at the MGM.
Going Tampa.
I'm going Tampa.
It's like in the NBA when people come to Miami, they had the Miami flu, they call it. They go out and party on South Beach.
Well, you remember that year? Remember that year the Patriots lost in that night?
Yeah.
We remember that one year?
They're going to be too tired from partying.
They're out in Wynwood, bro. They're at Patio. And then they go to the game.
That year the Patriots lost the Super Bowl and it was in Miami, Gronk went out to fucking live that night right after the game.
Of course, bro.
That's what he lives.
Yeah.
That's where he
Live. All right.
VIP and all that.
Vegas flu. I'm predicting Vegas flu.
My Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Los Angeles Chargers.
Not picking them again this week, so whatever. I didn't hear the second team, but I'm picking the second team.
Los Angeles.
It could be a trash can. The trash can funny. Would they play again?
A little trash can. Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh no way! They're
Chargers
not
got
ready.
it.
No way.
Yeah,
Got it.
I got to pick against my team. Fuck it, we're losing. Right. And we're and also too we're horrible out west. I think we're 3-10 every time every time we've been to California.
You're horrible against every team we play.
Y'all better go play in London. I better go play in London.
You meet me in the London.
All right. San Francisco 49ers versus the New England Patriots.
Gotta go with my boy Cam, bro. He's gonna bounce back. Patriots gonna bounce back, bro. Gotta believe it.
Ooh, I don't know what.
He's recovered from COVID. You know what I mean? He had a rough game.
Yeah, that's why he had a rough game.
I think. Yo, honestly, bro, who knows? I think he'll be straight.
That's why he had it.
He sat out. He had COVID, bro. It's a real thing, man. It's a real thing.
Honestly, I think it was just a bad. Denver just is not that good. There's no way. I still can't believe Denver scored straight field goals. But to 18 points. That's insane.
Hey, man.
I don't know about this game, but I'm going to pick. My head is telling me to pick the Patriots.
I'm going Patriots. I don't think San Francisco's that good. San Francisco's got too many injuries.
Give me the Patriots. Put me down for the Patriots on that.
All right, we all got it? Patriots? I think San Francisco's not. They got too many injuries.
Bro, I think they have the most injuries in the league right now, bro. They lost like half their team.
Mozart came back, you know.
They lose 2 players like every game.
Yo, I got Mozart on my. I said Mozart. I got Mozart on my fantasy team. He's actually doing pretty well. All right, we got Kansas City Chiefs versus the Denver Broncos.
Give me the Chiefs. Give me the playoff Chiefs.
I think the Broncos can win it straight field goals, honestly. I don't think Drew Lock needs to be out there.
Field goals.
They're going to score 25 or 24 off field goals.
McManus putting up numbers this week. I'm going Broncos. I got to go Broncos. I don't care. Chiefs, beefs, quiche.
Trash. All right, I'm going Chiefs because there's no way. Unless McManus can drop like fucking 8 field goals.
If we pull up the upset, you know what I'm coming through wearing next week for this episode, right?
LeBron jersey?
No. Decked out in that Bronco gear.
All right, we got a good game here. Seattle versus Arizona Cardinals.
Seattle. You're not going to outscore my man.
I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to go with the upset.
Yeah?
I'm going to give me Seattle. Give me Seattle.
I'll be the contrarian, and I'll go for the upset.
Murray's not winning a shootout against Wilson. He's
good. Hope he's good. Murray is like a little, even though I was going to say.
I think the defense can hold up.
He's kind of like a.
Seattle's defense is bad, though, and I think Arizona's defense is good. I don't know. All right. Arizona, Seattle. All right. Final game, Monday Night Football. We got the Chicago Bears. Bears. And Los Angeles Rams. Fuck Jalen Ramsey. All right. Going. No, honestly,
such a hater, bro.
I think the Bears are overrated. Fuck Nick Foles. Nick Foles is the most overrated QB to ever step foot in the NFL. He's fucking garbage. People need to understand that. He got lucky with a stacked team in Philadelphia. I could have won a Super Bowl with that fucking team. That team was stacked.
Hey, they got the job done.
But they do got one of the best defenses in the league. But then Los Angeles has one of the best defenses. So, but I'm gonna go Los Angeles.
Bears.
The
Bears for me.
Give me Rams. I got Golf and Cup on my.
Oh, Golf's a real deal too, man. But I'm going with the Bears this week.
I just think Foles is trash, bro. I don't. All right. All right. It's all the games.
Right.
Where can everybody find you at, JoJo? Where can everybody find you at?
What's up?
Where can everybody find you at?
So,
all right, guys. Again, now I could continue to finish this episode.
JoJo, what's your fucking Twitter handle or Instagram handle?
I got it. Real Fans Podcast, guys. Follow Real Fans Podcast. You know what I mean? We'll keep you guys up to date. Post some clips, all that good stuff. We'll be here, same spot, same time next week. All
right. Deuces next week. See you guys.